Good morning, everybody, and this is your Forex day trade setups for today. So we're still very much in this range, and this is for Euro USD. And you can see we've been sideways for 3 weeks. We're now sort of flirting with the bottom of the range. Especially if you're a range trader, you're looking at this looking for a move back to the upside of the range. Problem for me is we're in a downtrend, so you'd want to be shorting off the top rather than trying to guess the bottom, because a break of this is basically just consolidation after a strong move to the downside, and that would be a pretty big continuation. So for me, this is still sit on hands. You can see Friday's price action was off the top of the range and then down to the bottom of the range, and now we're sort of consolidating here. So very simple scenario for me right now is that is our flag that is forming at the bottom of the bigger range. Let me just do it like that so you can see it. So obviously you have a single move here, and be conservative, take it from there. So a break of this flag. So what we're looking for is a break and retest of 112.353. That will bring 111.544 into play. But obviously we want to see a proper break. I'm not looking for a break on a lower time frame. I see a proper break with a proper retest on the higher time frames before looking to get in on this. Otherwise, a break above this structure at 112.524 and a retest, and that can be pretty much on a 15-minute chart. You're looking for a move back to the top of the range, and your stop is below the bottom of the range. So that's kind of the trade that's on offer for me personally. It's sit on hands. I'm not interested in trading that, but this may be an interesting setup if this holds to the downside. US dollar Japanese yen, definitely not worth trading this at the moment. If you look at all the tails from the last week, see all the buyers coming in, trying to scale in. And we are also pretty much range bound here, but just a little bit more messy. If I come down to the hour, you'll see at the moment it's big down, big up, big down, big up, big confusion, ranging as well. I'd want to see us get above 113.791 and retest that area. Pay attention to 113.900 as well. We'd want to clear that as well. And that would set up inverse head and shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder, and for continuation to the upside. So problem is oil is down 2% this morning. So it'd be interesting to see how the dollar reacts to this during the trading session today. For me at the moment, this is also sit on hands until we get some structure. British pound, Japanese yen, we have two things that happened last week. Obviously, this consolidation triangle break to the upside, target hit, which is 152.397. And we've sort of gapped to the downside here, back in this area where buyers were accumulating last week. So if you have a look at the structure it's forming, nothing really exciting just yet. I would expect us to close a gap, and I just want to add another level in here. So you can see the gap is right here at this bit of structure, which is 154.33. So I would expect that gap to close. And if we reject this area, then there's opportunity for a move to the downside, but it's going to be a pretty short-lived move, if you ask me. Look at the structure to the left at this level here. So you're probably looking at 149.791. What could happen is a continuation to the downside, bounce off this, then come back up later. So you may want to be trading the London breakout strategy. So look for the first 8 bars, 1 hour bars, draw a range, break the downside, then you want a break equal to the height of the range. The problem is on the hour, we are completely sideways, and you can see where the target is right at the bottom here. Let's see what we're looking at here. It's a good 290 points. It's a one-to-one trade, 290 points risk, and you're looking for the bottom here. If you look at the top target is going to be roughly around the 155 EMA, 157.66 somewhere. Not quite there, but that's the best bit of structure if you look at the left. So I would assume it'll go to range in a bit. That's kind of the view there. It's a pretty small trade, probably 15-minute charts will get you going there. And moving on to Euro British Pound, my favorite pair that just does not want to get going. Every time we get above the 155, we get below it again, and that is exactly what looks like transpiring. We've got a bit of a gap up this morning. So what we're looking for is a area where we should see some rejection. Now, I would expect it to be at 0.85285. That seems to be the most logical. There is a little micro level just a little bit higher. And I'm picking it up off the structure here. You can see there's a tail, So that's an area to watch out for, 0.85060. And then if that fails, then you're looking for the 155 area, somewhere around 0.851470 for a continuation to the downside. So we did get sort of higher lows, then we got a lower high. So now, lower low. What I'm looking for now is a lower high. So there was the previous high on Friday. I'm looking for some kind of structure somewhere in this area. It's going to be messy, to be honest. There's another bit of structure there, and then obviously there is that area there. So somewhere inside here, in amongst the moving averages, you'd expect some kind of rejection. But for me, this is sideways, so it's also, certain weight. We start breaking below the lows of Friday. That brings a different dynamics to the game. Then I'd be looking for a retest of that low of Friday, and then look for the continuation to the downside. Anyway, that's kind of my view at the moment. Forex is looking a little bit holiday mode at the moment for me, so more than likely sitting on the sidelines until some structure happens. But until then, we will sit and wait. Hope it helps, and we'll catch up with you tomorrow morning. Cheers for now.